News, my lovely, wonderful people. Presidential election appeal. DGSS not blackmailing Supreme Court justice. Investigations reveal. So there are lots of issues going on right now, and they said the Supreme Court judges, they are not being blackmailed. Okay, in fact, our very own brother Lukayode, the CJN, has tried to recruit some judges to be part of the whole Supreme Court you know, uh, panel. However, two judges have turned him down. And now we're hearing that, they are trying to impose on the judges so that judgment can be tailored towards a particular direction. This is what is happening right about now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Blackmailing of Supreme Court justice in order to turn judgment in favor of reports alleging that the Director General of the Department of State Services, DSS, Halaji Bichi, was blackmailing justice of the Supreme Court to teach judgment of the pending appeal in favor of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu continue to generate lots of reactions. The DSS boss has said he is not doing anything of such. He's not trying to blackmail them or intimidate them into giving judgment in favor of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but findings shows otherwise. Highly placed sources at the DSS who spoke in confidence and in condition of anonymity has said that the matter during the week has pointed fingers to those accusing the report of the pending dangerous falsehood, which consequently might be grievous to the nation, is going on. As the director of DSS is visiting the Supreme Court justice, working in line with Olukayode to ensure that judgment is teeth towards Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A lot of justices are working tirelessly to see how they can begin to answer and what will be their response to every petition that is already been presented to the Supreme Court, especially the ones of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. The source were reacting to the recent report credited to one of the foreign-based Nigerian journalists, Jackson Udo, in which he alleged that Halaji Birchi was blackmailing justice of the Supreme Court. This is all the way from US. So a US lawyer is saying they are blackmailing justice of the Supreme Court to teach favor in the pending issue to favor President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Speaking in confidence with a correspondent, one of the intelligence sources said the general public is invited to note that the allegation against the DGSS boss is not just suspicious but also malicious people trying to decide the fate of the country before the Supreme Court meets. On my honor, I want to say that people should allow the Supreme Court to decide and not preempt the Supreme Court before the time. There are lots of allegations flying around, but we must understand that the Supreme Court is the highest court of authority in the land. And at the end of the day, Nigerians will decide and know exactly what to do. We just have to leave things and wait patiently. All the allegations and every response have already been presented before the Supreme Court. So that's the DGSS boss. And what report reaching us now is that is working with Olukayode to ensure that the matters are teeth in favor of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the whole Chicago issue going on. Well, what I would just say is we know that the Supreme Court will be the one to decide on this matter. But if you guys are already picking Supreme Court justice in order to favor or to be in the way you want it, it's sad. It's a very sad day for the nation, because at the end of the day, yes, at the end of the day, whatever Nigerian turns out to be, your children, your grandchildren, even if they're out of this country, will reap part of the repercussion of the seed you are sowing today. They may not be able to come home again, not because they don't want to come home, but because of the seeds you have sown so far. It will affect them. It will affect the nation and it will affect other people. And so we must be careful. We all must be careful. We must be careful how we instill and what we say in terms of especially those in the arms of affair who are giving judgment to that will affect this country in total. We must be careful. We cannot just judge and just allow matters to just go one way or the other without carefully considering, paying attention to what we are doing. So DSS boss, if you are working with anybody in order to get what you think you want, then it is a shame, a real shame. A real shame. Okay, if you are working with Tinubu like we're hearing now in order to favor him against the nation, against 200 million people, then it's a real shame. That's all I can say. It's a real shame. And we want you to know that you will not go very far with trying to instill, wickedness, I will call it, against the nation. Remember that every one of us will give account, every single one of us. It may look like nothing is happening, but I can assure you for free that things will surely change and this nation will be better. This nation will be better. This nation will be better. So don't worry, whatever it is, whatever happened, at the end of the day, every one of us will be there to ensure that we stand for what is right, for what is true. Okay, so if the whole of Nigerians are looking out for the truth and you are making things, you are there to put things against the nation, against the people, everybody's watching. Every single person is watching. Remember that we cannot allow the same thing to continue to go on over and over again. Okay, we can't continue to allow things to go on over and over again. So, Nigerians, it is what it is. And if there is any time in our history where every one of us must arise and ensure that the right thing is done, this is it. This is that time. This is that time. Remember, whatever decision we make, it will not just affect one person, it will affect every one of us. Okay, whatever decision we make will affect the whole nation. And so we must become very careful. We must watch out and we must ensure that the truth is manifested no matter what. We do what is needed, what is right to change the course of this nation. It is important that every one of us, okay, stand for what is true. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. So let us speak out and end every abnormality. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. From us, it's bye for now.